Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
And we have a new logo.
Oh, I forgot that happened in the last 7 days.
That did. It is in the last 7 days. We've updated the look just about everywhere. Hopefully I didn't forget anywhere.
Welcome to the new logo. She's a little sparkly.
And it all fits with the bigger Daps Magic brand and bringing it more in-house and family and all of that stuff. So we thought that would be a good change.
I'm trying to think of the word. There's like, it's not like a brand kit or like a press kit, but like a, what's the thing like when a brand gives you something that are approved?
Yeah, like a press kit or a...
There's a word I'm looking for. It's going to bug me. It's like...
brand guidelines.
No, they're not brand guidelines. It's like, this is our thing. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. If you know what it is, let us know in the comments.
I can't think of words. But welcome to Geeks Corner with a new logo. She's sparkly. We love her. Not style guide either.
See, that's where I was going.
Not style sheet.
Yeah.
Asset.
There you go. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Asset. There it is. I don't know why that word was eluding me, but here I am.
Welcome to the new year.
Oh no. The word of 2024 is assets.
And the number? 4. I don't know. I just felt like we're going 13. Sesame Street now, so I don't know. All right, what should people do?
You should go into the chat and tell us about your new year. Tell us about exciting things. I'm seeing Josh. I'm seeing Jeff. I'm seeing Chris. I'm seeing Angela. I'm seeing Itzy. I'm seeing Ivy.
What a great group of
Clocky,
people.
Bailey. And I felt like, what was the TV show? It was like, and good night to you and you. And it felt weird to name people that were watching. But hi, welcome. We've moved beyond Riz. I don't know that I ever used the word Riz. Do you know what that word means?
No.
Okay. So Riz, I'll give you a second. Riz is in the middle of another word, and it was slang for the word it was in the middle of.
Okay.
Charisma.
Oh, there you go.
So Riz was like, oh, I pulled her with all my Riz. I don't even know if I'm using it right.
Yeah, I would never use that.
No, you wouldn't. That was funny.
Are you going to keep going?
No.
Okay.
My asthma.
And Katie is broken. All right, we will move on to the segment we try to remember every week, but often forget. And that's What's on Mr. Daps' Desk, which is a new book I got from some friends called Living the Beatles Legend, The Untold Story of Mal Evans, who was really the Beatles kind of roadie. Like, he took care of everything, drove their van, all of that fun stuff. He's in the movie Help.
Okay. What was he do there?
He's kind of just there, and then at one point I think he's playing like a triangle or something. Like, yeah, I think it's during Hey, You've Got to Find or Hide Your Love Away or something. Or maybe he's playing, like, I'm also vaguely remembering he might be playing like a fake flute. Like, he's just kind of there. I don't think he's actually doing things.
Oh, but that's amazing.
He's also, you do see him. I'm actually confusing two things. I think he's playing like a flute / recorder in Help. And then in the Get Back documentary that's on Disney Plus, that's where he plays the triangle.
Which I never finished because
I've now watched it 3 times. I love it.
It's like 10 hours to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, but I don't watch it exclusively. Like, I'm writing and I'll have it on like right up above.
You know what you should put on in the background while you're writing?
What?
Taylor Swift's Folklore, The Long Pond Sessions.
There you go. You never know. Maybe. But I do really enjoy
giving commentary.
I do really enjoy watching Get Back. Yeah. Well, like, I enjoy those kind of documentary things as I'm working.
You enjoy their big blowout fight?
That's not as big and doesn't blow out the way I thought it would.
That was the joke.
I know. But like, yeah, Muppets Mayhem is great.
I don't like it. I don't like it either.
Then they left.
Think we shouldn't be in a band anymore.
Yeah.
And then they just leave.
Bye. And then they go talk at the house, but you don't see that part of the show. So who knows?
Wow. I expected Peter Jackson to follow them into their homes. I'm very disappointed. That
But Peter
didn't
Jackson
do that.
worked on Get Back and also showed up in Muppets Mayhem.
It's true. So the Muppets are the Beatles?
So I'm wondering if
Confirmed.
Peter Jackson had done Muppets Mayhem, if we would have gotten a second season. Just a thought. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe
He needs to go back and take all of the footage from Muppets Mayhem and turn that into a new docuseries.
So he needs to do a behind the scenes.
As I push my
what would it be called? It would be called Rock On, because that's the
it could be Rock On.
Yeah. That's the.
I'm gonna move this so I don't accidentally get it wet.
Please. Fun fact that you cannot see right now, but my goodness, it's adorable. Indiana is knocked out. He's so sleepy puppy.
There will be a picture on our Patreon later.
He looks like
he just woke up.
He looks like a cartoon dog that's asleep. It's very cute. It's also just funny because this is just what he does. Is he'll be like, "Oh, my favorite people are talking.
I'll just sleep here. I'm good." Yeah.
Like, yeah.
All right, let's move into the show, huh?
We have a show?
Yeah, something like that. We have some interesting news this week. It's kind of one of those things that's been coming that we never knew if it was actually going to arrive. But the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse has now entered the public domain. And with that, there's already a new video game and a new, horror film that have been announced.
Yes.
With this character. We'll see if they actually get released.
Well, this is a repeat of the Winnie the Pooh thing.
Like, it probably will come out and nobody's going to see it.
Like the Winnie the Pooh thing.
Yeah. But what do you think about this? This is kind of a little bit unprecedented.
So there's this meme on the internet that you probably haven't seen, but it's I already know there's gonna be someone in the chat that's gonna know what I'm saying. But there's this meme of like, "Oh, I made the hamburger helper oven mitt dark and twisted like my sick imagination. Like this is just a fraction of what my mind can do."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the hamburger helper mitt, but it has like downturned eyebrows and like spiky teeth, and like the whole thing is it's not dark and twisted, but it's like what an emo kid thinks dark and twisted is.
Yeah.
That is what this Steamboat Willie in the public domain thing is giving. Like, it's like, ooh, what if Mickey Mouse was scary? And it's like, okay.
Well, and yeah.
I don't know. I think that there have been some incredibly entertaining memes that I have really enjoyed, but I don't think that I would pay money to consume media that had it.
Yeah, actually, I think that's where I'm on it too. Is like, if there's a couple memes, who cares?
Yeah, the memes are funny.
I don't want to see a movie. I don't want to play a video game. Like, honestly, most of the memes are not that disrespectful, so I don't care. And I actually kind of wish the law had been extended again, just because I do think since it's a regularly used character, like, if it's something that was written and put in a book 100 years ago that nobody's paid attention to for the last 60,
sure,
go for it. But like, Mickey Mouse is the center of everything. And I do actually kind of wonder, like, if this needs to be revisited at some level to protect the character and protect the company. And not that it really needs protecting, but like more just protect the character.
I think depending on what happens, we may see extensions of the copyright law, because, like, of course, this is just this version of Mickey Mouse has entered the public domain.
Yeah.
So Steamboat Willie specifically, not just Mickey Mouse, the man. Just the dude. But I think that depending on what happens, because this could either go one of two ways. It either is crazy and people do these awful things and it does affect public view of Mickey Mouse, or, as you were saying, nobody might, like, this might be a thing where nobody goes and sees these movies, nobody plays these video games, what have you. And so Disney might go, well, if there's no harm done. So I just think
I guess my question mark with it is, like, I don't actually feel like there's gonna be a whole lot of harm done in the near future. And I think Disney will protect the character as much as it can. Mm-hmm. My bigger question is, in what happens in 5, 10, 15, 20 years when regularly used characters or characters seen in the parks are suddenly now up to public, like, because that changes the ball game hugely, and that's assuming things don't change or the rules don't change or whatever. But like, what about when Aurora's in the public domain, or Cinderella,
it's
or Snow White?
because
Actually,
technically
they kind of are.
they are, but Disney created a
Version of it,
copywritten version of those characters.
and that's where I'm very curious to see.
I mean, same as Peter Pan, same as
Which I think Peter Pan just went into public domain too.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be very interesting to see how that does. And I think there needs to be a balance of, like, obviously this is continuing on being used regularly. That makes sense to me. But there's probably some nuance that balances it out. And who knows what that will be.
There's always a nuance.
There always is a nuance. And it's never just black and white. And that's what keeps life interesting, I think. But we are going to move right on into Indy Cam number 22 this week.
That's 22 weeks of the little man.
That's just since we decided to start throwing videos of him up. So enjoy Indy Cam number 22. And this is Indy almost fetching.
So there's backstory to this is that we bought him sports themed tennis balls for things that will be coming. And so the one that wasn't, because it came in a 2-pack, the one that wasn't the one we were going to use, I was like, oh, let me just throw this around with him and see. He loves chasing the ball. He loves running back with the ball. He will run directly past you and then drop it in the same spot and then look at you like,
yeah.
And I'll say, hey, give it to me. Give me the ball. And he's like, no.
Also, that entire video was shot in the space of probably 5 or 6 minutes. Like, it was all at once.
And the other thing that you guys didn't see, and I wish it was on video, was when Indiana was still a puppy. I think when Mr. Daps was in Japan, Indiana fell into that pool.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
And so he doesn't love it a lot. He has a very good, healthy suspicion of it. At one point, the ball
This
rolled.
is after the video was shot.
Yeah. Rolls, and he immediately sees it rolling toward the pool and just like runs because he's like, no. And then it plops into the pool, and he got so scared and he ran. And then it started to float away. So I am sitting here splashing the water, trying to get it to the other side of the pool so I can get it. He was so scared. He got about as far away from me as he could while also watching, like,
in horror.
Like, Mom, there's a scary
scared.
monster in there.
It was like a little kid watching the new Steamboat Willie movie. right?
Yeah.
I just was tying it back in.
That's beautiful.
Like,
but it's okay, guys. He is here.
he survived.
Asleep.
He's asleep. He's good.
And I'm sure he would love to get his little runny zoomies.
He had a blast. All right. We have gotten more information about Pixar Fest. Not a ton, but a little bit. And first off, we have seen the new sculpture, is what they're calling it. That's going to be at Christmas Tree Point in Town Square. This is it. This is what it looks like. Katie, what do you think?
It'll be there.
Yeah.
I think, if I'm being 100% honest, it's just not my favorite thing that has been at Christmas Tree Point. I also, though, didn't love the Mickey Mouse at Christmas Tree Point. I prefer just flowers and a good look.
I was going to say, I actually would be very happy if it was Christmas tree or flowers.
Yeah. So,
because I like being able to see the castle. I
love that look of you walk in, there's this gorgeous bed of flowers, and you can just see right down Main Street. Yeah. That to me is it. Also the Mickey pumpkin. I love the Mickey pumpkin.
I agree with Clocky that it's got the Four Winds vibe happening.
Some people are acting like this is the worst thing to ever come to Disneyland, which it's not. I don't even know how to tell you that. Also, it's going to be up for 3 months, 4 months, because it'll probably go
5.
up in.
It's like April to August.
Yeah,
so like 5 months.
It'll go down. The Mickey pumpkin will come up.
And honestly, you can see through it too.
Yeah.
So I actually like that part. And like I think
the Mickey pumpkin and the Christmas tree, you cannot see through.
Maybe it'd be cool. It was like a frame.
Yeah.
Where you could, like, both ways you'd have something. So if you're shooting it this way, you got the castle behind, and then you shoot this way and you have Main Street Station behind.
True.
And then you have something in the middle. So that's where the people stand. So you don't see the people on the other side, and then you could shoot both ways. I think that'd be cool.
You're right. It isn't the castle cake in Florida, because that is one of the greatest creations to ever come to Walt Disney World Resort. And I say that so that we all understand and we're all on the same page. Don't make someone feel bad if they love this.
What if they made the Matterhorn into a big ice cream sundae?
I'd love that.
I'm like, if we're going out of the box thinking, that could be kind of funny.
I have multiple shirts that look like ice cream sundaes because I love the look of like whipped cream sprinkles, like ice cream, whatever. But to loop this back in, I love the birthday cake castle from Walt Disney World. I love it. It is everything that I could, again, go back to the thing I said 2 seconds ago. Sprinkled, pink, frosting. It's so beautiful.
It has aged really well too.
She is so beautiful.
It's one of my favorite mugs.
To me. But when I bought you that mug, one of our friends, not the one who's there with me, the friend in the other group chat went, "Oh, are you buying that for someone you don't like?" And I was like, "What?"
It's okay.
I go, "No, the castle cake is beautiful. She is so beautiful to me."
Mm-hmm.
Some people think that is a crime against humanity. I also have a giant, it's probably this big, which is why I've never done anything with it, but it's a keychain of the castle cake.
Oh yeah.
And it has a giant 25 on it.
You should bring it some week. But no, I do think you have a point. Is like, I can think of people that absolutely love Pixar,
mm-hmm.
and this is going to be a highlight of their year, is getting to see this on Main Street. And that actually is why I think it's good that they do different things at different times, because you don't have to be like, not everything they offer has to be for you. Like, that's not how it works.
Not how it works.
Like, you might like Haunted Mansion and I might like Pirates of the Caribbean. That's okay. Or maybe it's Rise of the Resistance versus Space Mountain. That's okay too. And I do think there is that that thing that is forgotten, that not everything is made for everyone, and everybody has their different opinions. And I think it's going to be fun too, because we're going to get some Turning Red stuff in the Together Forever fireworks. We already know about Turning Red being in the Better Together.
Mm-hmm.
That's confusing for me. Together Forever, Better Together.
Better Together
Parade.
Forever.
Yes.
It's like those word sandwiches that you do.
Yeah. But like, we're gonna get some new characters that we haven't seen before in the parks as well, and that's gonna be fun. And like I actually am looking forward to seeing elemental characters out in the parks. Like I think that's a very fun thing. I would love to see some other of the more recent characters. Like
Give me Machiavelli.
I just want all Luca. Like
That's the cat from
I know,
from
but I
Luca.
want all of it. Like not just all the characters.
I want to
And-
look into the
I also want a restaurant with the menu from Luca.
so retheme Trat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You could that would be it. That's my
Easy.
that would be
pesto.
I'm like I just want it makes me hungry every time I think about Luca. And I just love like the music's great, it's a beautiful movie. Yeah, Amber and Wade, you're gonna be great. Or Ember, yes.
I don't remember what I was saying.
But no, I'm excited for this. But I know what you're gonna say next. We have a new segment
New
here on Geeks
segment?
Corner. It's a short segment
It's short.
because we don't do sports usually. But we are this time. Katie, what is this week's Geeks Corner Wrexham Report?
Wrexham won.
How much?
4-1 Wrexham
Against who?
Barrow.
And what is their standing?
They are currently 3rd in Football League 2.
There you had it, sports. All right, we're moving right along. What did you think of that?
That's great.
Thanks.
Phenomenal.
I thought it was kind of fun. Let us know what you think of the weekly Wrexham. Well, it might not even be weekly. It'll be the Geeks Corner Wrexham Report.
But you know what? Most importantly, Sir Indiana right here is a Wrexham fan. My cat, Ham, is a Manchester United fan. And it's okay, they play in different leagues. But yes, Ham was screaming at the TV because you're watching the Manchester game.
But we are only going to
football.
cover Wrexham.
Yeah.
That's about the extent of you're going to get to see of it. But we will cover that much. We might talk about their documentary on Hulu, which is a Disney-owned station, streaming service, whatever.
Thing.
And yeah, you know, the sports thing.
Sports.
And it'll be fun.
Yeah.
There we go. Other things that are going to be fun is we found out today from Disney 24 things that are going to be happening, 24 experiences, I should say, from Disney in 2024. Funny how they did that, huh? So there's a lot going on this year. What are some of the things you're most looking forward to, Katie, in 2024?
It's the way that suddenly everything that's happening in 2024 left my mind. Because I know that there's things, football is life. I know that there's things that I am excited for, but I simply cannot think.
So
I'm excited for Disney Channel night.
Okay.
I think that's going to be really fun. I'm not thrilled about Halloween starting earlier, but that's okay. And that's coming from a Halloween girly.
We have the new Star Tours Adventures. We have Tiana's Bayou.
Oh, that's this year.
This is this
That's
year.
This year.
One of the things they didn't put in is the extension of Haunted Mansion.
Yes.
Pixar Place Hotel will be opening. Phantasmic's returning with Peter Pan. Communicore Plaza and Communicore Hall will be finished at Epcot. They promise.
Beautiful.
The Little Mermaid show returning.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be cute.
Sure.
Park hopping returns.
Yes.
Dining plan returns.
Yes.
The what's the one? Good to Go days.
Good. Yeah. Good to go days where you don't need a reservation.
You've got Country Bear Jamboree
Disney World.
getting its updates, changes,
Yeah,
whatever. There's a cake bake shop opening.
Love
There's
that.
Run Disney returning to Disneyland. Fantasy Springs opens in June, the day after my birthday.
Oh my gosh, happy birthday.
Disneyland Hotel at Disneyland Paris reopens at the end of this month. You've got Disney Treasure at the end of the year.
That Haunted Mansion Lounge.
Yeah, that looks amazing. Disney Lookout Key in the Bahamas this year also. Pixar Day at Sea, Marvel Day at Sea, back.
Love.
Cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort.
Cool.
I'm intrigued. I love staying there.
Just talking about
The new DVC Lounge at Walt Disney World. Adventures by Disney in Colombia. Story Living by Disney, which I know Drew is super excited about. That's going to be here in California. We've got Disney Eats collection, Stitch Attacks snack collections as well. A new Star Wars open world game, D23, the ultimate Disney fan event, not to be confused with D23 Expo, which is very similar, and new global ambassadors for Disney. Those are the big things that they hit. I'm amazed we made it through all that.
Whew.
Best one.
Best one.
Yeah, that we just went through.
Ultimate Fan Event, I think.
I actually think that's kind of the one you have to
Yeah.
go with. And it's not getting a whole lot of coverage yet, but I think that's the one that's going to blow us away because it's probably going to give us better details about what's coming next.
Yeah.
Because they've already announced this massive investment into experiences now.
Disneyland Forward?
Maybe. I mean, that's not on the list, but that definitely.
Well, but I was saying that at the Ultimate Fan Event,
Oh yeah,
we might hopefully.
Mhm.
I would like it if
we got some details,
we got some details,
some
at Disneyland
specifics.
Forward.
I think that'd be great.
Even if it was just we planted a flower in the west end of downtown Disney,
Or
I'd be like, yeah!
or this is the day we're going to start work on it, and this is the space we're going to use, without telling us specifics.
I'd go, whoa!
Yeah.
But I'm also that person that I leave the it's not the DPEP panel anymore. What is it? What's Disney? What is it? Disney Consumer?
Well,
Disney
it's Disney Experiences now.
There we go.
It seems like it just changed.
I'm the
there wasn't really an
person
announcement unless I missed it in Japan.
Leaves the Disney. I don't think you did.
Okay.
I'm the person that leaves the Disney Experiences panel. Like, yeah! I know everyone was flaming them for like, oh, what's behind Thunder Mountain? That section was for me. I was like, what did we do that? Yeah! Like losing my mind, drinking coffee, sitting on the floor, in an undisclosed location, because if any of you come and find that when you're locked out of the panel, I'll cry because I like silence. And I like sitting there with my AirPods and then occasionally taking them out and looking at Bailey and going, oh my God. And then putting it back in. I also hope, I know that I'm doing wishful thinking now. I would like 2024 to be the year that Figment gets justice.
Oh, so you'd like that to be announced?
I'd like Figment to
Ultimate
enter the
event.
public domain. No. Kidding. No, I would like if Figment, the attraction, Journey into Imagination with Figment, got an update. And I would just like to see Figment get more love in general. And I think that we are heading in that direction currently because Figment has been getting love in a way that is accurate to the character. So if I could get Dreamfinder.
Yes, we want both. Yeah, I think that'd be great.
So.
All of that would be brilliant. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of that. Okay. I think if we were to back off away from D23 a little bit, a lot of the things that were announced today happens, I feel like, before D23, which means that they're saving space for more announcements. I'll be curious when we get more details about Disney Treasure, because I think of all of the Disney Cruise Line ships, this is the one that intrigues me the most.
Really?
Yeah, like this one's right up my alley.
Okay.
Like it's all stuff I like. I think it'll be interesting to find out when Tiana's Bayou Adventure opens on both coasts. Like, do we get a date for Disneyland from that one? And we already know it for Walt Disney World by then. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm really excited about Tiana's because if Disneyland looks half as beautiful as Walt Disney World's does right now.
It's looking gorgeous.
With those flowers.
Yep.
That is going to be such a compliment to New Orleans Square. And I felt like I saw that picture and I was like, oh my God, I'm in love.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
Yep.
So I'm very excited for Tiana's.
I'm looking forward to fireworks with Star Wars music in Season of the Force and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge this spring. Honestly, I'm okay if it's just John Williams stuff and Kevin Kiner and whoever. Like, I'm okay. Just put Star Wars music in. I will be happy. I'm also curious what, like, that will be, I think, in line with Together Forever. So that will be interesting also.
It's going to be really weird when the Up House flies over during the Star Wars fire.
But you won't see it. So, like, that's what's going to be cool, is you could really do some cool...
I was joking.
Lining up.
I was being silly goofy, but...
I'm going to bet we don't get a simultaneous opening for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I think it's going to be Walt Disney World, and then it'll be kind of like Rise of the Resistance was, where they were a couple months before we were.
Yeah, they were.
And that's fine. Like,
they got Galaxy's Edge before they did.
Yeah. But I think that will be a lot of fun, and I think it will make the whole area, especially Disneyland, cohesive, and that will be cool once the Haunted Mansion expansion is done, because then you've got this really cool story of, but you have this really cool cohesive New Orleans square that suddenly all was done relatively recently
Yeah.
or redone recently, and I think that's going to be super cool.
Haunted Mansion expansion. That's fun.
It's true. It is true.
Welcome to Geeks Corner Plus.
And we'll have Magic Happens coming back, and we got Wondrous Journeys coming back this spring. Like we've got a lot of fun things to cover. If you have any questions for us on the first Geeks Corner of 2023, put them in the chat real quick. We'll stick around for a few more minutes and do our best to answer them.
Indiana, I think they have questions for you, Bubba.
He's like, I'm sleepy. He is not moving.
Knocked out.
That is true. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see all of the things that come this year, and almost more interesting the things that are announced in the coming year. Because I think Bob Iger's been back for a little bit over a year now, and we're just now starting to see what his version of Disney the second time around is going to be, and that's going to be exciting, I think, as well. And we're probably going to find out, or the beginning of a succession plan in the next year or so.
I heard that was a great show.
Any 2024 predictions?
I never watched Succession.
But do you have any 2024 predictions?
I think that we are going to get more details what the Avatar thing is.
Yeah, probably. I think we're gonna get way more nights for Oogie Boogie Bash.
Oh yeah.
Like if I were making a bet, you're gonna start before Labor Day, and like I feel bad for all of us that are gonna be wearing costumes at the end of August. But
Halloween. I'm a Halloween girl. I don't think it should start that early.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think this year, I think that this year is going to be really good, honestly. And I'm not a person that throws away an entire year unless it's 2020. I'm not a person who throws away a year as all bad or.
So one of our goals for Geeks Corner in 2024 is we are hoping to update our camera situation so that we're a little bit clearer, because we recognize we're not quite where we want to be. So that will be something we're working towards. I think
that already happened.
Yeah, I was like, I think you already nailed it, Chris. I hope not. Like, I hope they keep working on that. But yeah, so we're gonna work on that. Like, I would love to hear an announcement that next year, because it's already too late for this year. But like, I would love the announcement to happen that College Band is coming back in 2025. Like, that would be a great thing. Live band is not this year, but we would love to have a live band. Maybe for the Christmas or Geekmas episode or something. That would be fun.
Also, I feel like I'm going to share this with you guys. I might get taken out back afterwards. You guys might never hear.
You might. Again. Who knows?
No, I feel like we should share that one of our biggest goals this year with Daps, because we've been doing a lot of intention setting, because intention is the most important thing. And one of our biggest intentions this year with Daps is just to really grow our community, because that is what makes Daps special.
Yes.
In my opinion and your opinion, and hopefully all of your opinions. We had this revelation at New Year's Eve where it was like, so many of our friends have come from the internet, and I will put Itzy on the spot where it's like, we were talking to Itzy on New Year's Eve. We were like, you watch Geeks Corner every week, and that is
awesome.
So cool. And so our goal is just to
build that more
and
have a bigger chalk walk team.
Yeah, because
so we can make a bigger impact.
The more impact we make, the more community we have, and the more people we have, the more of a difference we make in the world. And also the more positive stuff that's out there, because that's kind of our corner. Is also, this is our corner, but yeah, the community here is something that's incredibly special. I mean, I came from the Daps community. I think that it's very special, and I just want more of it. So
yes, so if you have ideas, suggestions, whatever, let us know, and we will continue to build that and work with that, and have a heck of a lot of fun doing it as well. And really making a huge chalk walk team this year. Like this is going to be the year that it's going to be huge. So we're going to get started on that early, and I'm going to start pushing them for a date so that people who want to come from out of town or whatever, maybe
Make
just not be out of town, but so you can plan for that, and we can make it a huge deal. But I think we are running out of time for tonight, don't you think?
Yeah.
So what should people do?
Just go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens, subscribe to our mailing list, and find our Patreon.
And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got tons of videos that are going up every day, including Disney This Day, where Egon tells you what's happening today in Disney history. Shocking, I know.
Shocking.
But that is all the time we have for you this week. So we will see you around the corner.
Bye.